Check this out, guys. Check this out. The fans are big time vining. Woo! Hello, hello, hello. Good morning from the countryside of Ontario. Thank you so much for being here. This morning is bright and sunny, and believe it or not, it's July. Is it 2nd or 3rd? I think it might be July 3rd. Yeah. And we still have a few seeds that we need to put in the ground. And I do have a few plants in starter pots still. And so I need to get those in the ground too. But guess what, guys? We are over in the pond place where I have the tomatoes. Check this out. They are doing so good. I haven't staked anything yet because check that out. Look at that. We are getting blooms on our squash plants. Yeah, but there is something I want to share with you because I think maybe it was on my other channel before I started the country channel that I shared when I bought some plants in Toronto and how I was potting them and stuff. But now I'm not sharing anything like that on that channel. There is a playlist that you can check out for my design channel. Yeah, but I am sharing everything about the countryside and how we live out here in the countryside on this channel here. And so the first video that I'm going to show you about this plant is on the other channel. Maybe I can link it for you, but this update is on the country channel because it's about our country life, how we live, and yeah, what we have in our garden. Check this out, guys. Check this out. This made me, and it's still making me, such a happy gardener. This plant is doing so well. It is the first time seeing blooms for, guess what? Kiwi fruits, my friends. Kiwi fruits. This is doing so lovely. I am so happy that I planted it, and it is whining and whining and whining all over this fence. And that's the reason why I put it here, because I realized that kiwi plants were more like vines, and so I wanted to give it a trellis. And I am so happy. Check that out, guys. Check that out. Check that out. Yeah, those are kiwi blooms. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get some kiwi. And this grapevine planted last year, it has a few blooms on it. Don't know if we're gonna get anything, but that's okay if I don't, because after all, I just planted it last summer. And this summer I bought another kiwi plant, my friends. Now it is doing so good. Look at how it's trellising up this fence here. It's doing good. So what I've done is just nip off the tops, like here. Sorry, I have my water bottle and my phone in my other hand, but I like nip this off so that it can give it a chance to get off shoots. But yeah, it is doing lovely, and they look like they're in the pots, but actually the bottom of the pots are open to the ground, so they are going to root in the ground pretty shortly. Over here I don't have anything on this trellis, but I'm thinking if I come across another kiwi vine, I might put it here. On the other panel over there, what I'm going to put is a grapevine that I bought recently. And yeah, I'm finishing off some other areas because I want to put in some golden raspberries that I bought. But check this out, my friends. We are extending and expanding. I'm putting like cardboard down here and putting the dirt over it. Over there, I'm going to put some weed fabric because I want to get rid of all that. I usually say crap, but yeah, let's just say vegetation. That's right there. I want to get rid of all of that so that I can put some raspberries. And yeah, I just want this area to be chock full of fruits in the summer. Looking back, I'm in awe every time to see the transformation that is taking place here, because I am actually going to try to get some footages to see if I can show you guys what it looked like just a couple of years ago. This is a new baby that we put in here. It's an Italian plum. Yeah. And the one behind there has about 5 or 6 different plums on it. And I may have shown, these are that, like, these grow wild. When I say wild out here in the countryside, they're thimbleberries. Yeah, would you believe that just this spring I cut them right back to the ground? And look at them. Yeah, even the raspberries, the wild raspberries, I cut right back to the ground in the spring. And check that out. They are going to be giving us berries. Check this out. Oh, there's flowers on my tomatoes. At one point, I was so concerned about my tomatoes, whether or not they were going to flourish. But yeah, they are flourishing. And I think if there is ever a time that they're going to flourish is in July. It should be pretty warm. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to good things. Now, check this out. That's blueberries. That's blueberries for you guys. That's blueberries. This shrub here doesn't have any on it. Yeah, it has one single one, but that's okay. I'm good with that. This one just has a few. Actually, I moved them over here. Was it last fall that I moved them over here? Because I figured it would be better for them over here. They're tiny, but they're there. Check this one out. Like every inch is covered in berries. This one has bigger berries. Yeah. Wow. Huh. Wow. Huh. I don't remember if this is a zucchini. This looks more like it's a zucchini. We'll see what comes off it. I know this is pumpkin, and there are a couple more over there that's pumpkin, and I've planted some beans here, but yeah, kind of look like my hard work is going to pay off. What I need to do now is get my wood chipper all started up so that I can go ahead and I don't know if I'm going to get any more cardboard. If I'm not going to get any more cardboard, then that's okay. I'll just go ahead and put the wood chip down in between so it can look more tidy and more cohesive. And my cherry shrub here that the deers fed on is resprouting. So that's a good thing. And of course, we have to go ahead and climb up on my big rock that gives us an aerial view. Yeah, check that out, my friends. See, we're pushing back there, putting in more dirt, which means that in the spring we won't have water settling up around the area. This is the aerial view. Yeah, over there, apart from raspberries, I do have, and the grapevine, I do have some strawberries that I picked up, ever-bearing strawberries. And I'm thinking that I may be putting a planter in this area here to put the strawberries. So there's a lot to do, guys. There is a lot to do, and I am going to get some stuff done. So let's get rolling. Check this out, guys. Check this out. The sweet potato plants are big time vining. I can't wait to see vines all over this. Wow. wow, it's gonna be so good. And check this out. This one here needs to come out. These need to come out and go in other containers. So I'm gonna have to get them out. But I am so happy that they are vining now. One of the things I need to do too is, yeah, I need to water that bed over there. Are we seeing it right there? Because I put some peas in it and I think I see them bursting up, but it looks pretty dry. So right as I'm standing here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the watering can and I'm going to water it. Where is my watering can? I can't find my watering can. Okay, so another thing I need to do is put down weed fabric in this area. Now I have sweet potatoes in this pot too. Yeah, but you know what? I think I need to prepare those garden beds and just get those plants out of their misery. They've been sitting in those pots for far too long. So let's get that done, guys. Now this is a nice little torch. I like it. I like it a lot. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, maybe I won't be able to use this. I was gonna use this, come on, to do the edge here. Because I cut it with a scissor. That's the one thing you don't want to do when you're putting down weave fabric. Don't cut it with this type. Don't cut it with a scissor. It's just gonna keep fraying. Use your torch. Now, I didn't think of that before, but I learned it from another homesteader, and I've been doing that since. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and light this torch because my lighter is not gonna stay lit. Oh, gotta turn it on first. Hear that sound? Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna just burn the edge to stop it from fraying. Okay? When you don't know, you just don't know, or you just don't think about certain things, and that is why I like to watch other homesteaders just say creators, because you learn a lot from watching other people, or at least you can. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I have some pins. Yesterday, I buy my pins at the dollar store because they're so much more cost effective. They're like 10 of them in the package for $1.50, right? But I must have bought over 2 dozen packages already, and I have one pack left. So I went there yesterday to get some more, but they were all out. And so I bought a roll of wire because I'm going to make my own pins. Now some people use the plastic anchors, but I just use these ones. I'm fine with them. Okay, no, that's not going to work there. I'm just going to put it on the edge here. No, in all my years being here, I've never seen so much little slugs in shells. They are plentiful this year. Okay, I have some more edge burning to do over there. And after I burn the edges, I have some, are these leeks or onions? They might be leeks. No, they're onions. Huh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have a bed over there that I pulled my garlic from because somehow my garlic looked like it was going to make it. And then they just dried up and died, basically. I had to pull them. And there are a few of them with I'm gonna show them to you guys. There are a few of them that have bulbs on them, but for the most part, that was a fail. That was a fail, and I'm thinking maybe it's because I planted them way late. Because when I got back here last year, it was sometime in November, and it was pretty cold already. So that's what I am thinking anyways. Picking out weeds. Okay, so these ones are gonna go over there. Oh Lord, why not? What's itching my hand? I'm wearing a pair of gloves. Okay, so, and this is onion too. These are all onions. Okay, but I think that's enough to go over there. So these ones I'm going to try to fit here. So I'm just going to have to burn the holes out big enough. But yeah, let's go burn the edge and then burn some holes. There we go. I like that sound. So bad. Okay, it went out. Gotta light it again. Okay. These have been sitting here for maybe 3 months. They've been in the cup. So although they're going in the ground now, they're not like young plants. And as I said before, these are onions. Crole onions. I just put 2 tiny ones in this. But I can honestly tell you that using the weed fabric has saved me time and grief. Yeah, they're all Welsh crole onions. This one says onion red winter, but I don't think the winter onions took. I think maybe the seeds were old. I don't think they grew. And they're saying, oh, Mama, thank you so much. Finally, it's our time. It's our time to go in the ground. We are finally going in. After all, it's only July, and June was pretty cool, except for a couple of days that were warm. Okay, gotta burn some more holes. Okay. That is good, so good. Feels good to get task accomplished. I feel thirsty. I better go get some water. One year I got so dehydrated I ended up in the hospital. Okay. I need a couple of pieces of wires. I picked up a few things. This wire here, I was thinking you could use it to make hoops, but it's not long enough. Now I have this roll of wire that I bought to make the pins. It's an 11 gauge wire. It's very tough, so it should do well. It's 100 feet. We paid just under $20 for it. I paid just under $20 for it. Yeah, I paid just under $20 for it. But this here, what I want to try to do is just make a couple pins from this green one just for the middle here, because I need to hold this down, and this should be good enough to hold it down. My husband is trying to convince me that this cannot cut this. He said he's gonna have to use his grinder to cut it. I'm gonna try to see if this can cut it. Okay, so now let's see. It cut it. It did cut it. So it can cut it. Yeah, it can. I proved my point. Okay, but I'm not going to take this on right now. I'm going to do something else. Now, I just noticed that my bed need attention at that corner. The corner is coming apart. I made these beds maybe about 6 years ago or so. So they're not doing too shabby. Yeah. But anyways, let's put this aside. Let's put this aside. Burn some more holes and finish putting in our plants. Okay? So let's light this baby. Now, I turn it on first. That would do some good. There we go. get some water. So as you can see, I am actually taking the composted, no, it's not composted. They are mulch, leaf mulch. I'm taking them off the tarp, and so as you can see, I am taking the leaf mulch off the tarp, and I am gonna put it in the containers where my Irish potatoes are growing. And I'm gonna put some pepper plants in with the squash and the zucchinis because that's okay. They can cohabitate together in one area. So I just went back there to put the leaf mulch in the containers, and I saw a container and there was nothing, no leaves or anything coming up in the container. And I was thinking, did all the potatoes I put in there rot? But then when I checked it, It doesn't have anything in it. So I think what I'm going to do is put some sweet potato slips in that container. Am I hearing rain? I think I'm hearing rain, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the greenhouse and do some cleaning. So I have a whole bunch of used cushions from couches that we have put out, and they still have good foam inside of them. I tend to hold on to them because I'm of the opinion that if something is useful, you shouldn't throw it out. And so I have most of them upstairs in my loft. They're not on the bed, they're on the other side of the floor, so at least I can use the bed. And so these ones are also heading up there. Got to get them up and out of this space so I can use this space. I took one look upstairs and I'm rethinking. I am rethinking because it's so jam up there, I won't be able to use the space. So I am wondering if I could put some of these things, because the thing is, I also have my outdoor cushions up there. I just need a space to put them. And I'm going to have to figure something out. They can't fit in my shop. My shop is full to the brim. And I'm trying to keep them in here because that accessory building is chock full of chipmunks, squirrels, and mice. And so they're going to eat them to shreds if I put them in there. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I am hoping by the end of summer some of these things would have been used up. But until then, I want to be able to use my loft. I can't just pack things up there. They may be sleeping here for the winter. Who knows? Hey guys, now it's the end of my day and I have been working, but because I have been mainly in the dirt, I'm always so dirty. It's hard for me to show you guys every single thing that I do when I'm doing it, but I can promise you guys that I will show you what I have done at the end of it. And so I am getting ready to go inside. I'm gonna go up on my big rock here for an aerial view to show you guys what we were able to accomplish today. So check it out. I am still packing some more stones around because I have lots and lots of stones around the property that I can use. However, one of the big things that I am doing now that makes me feel so good about it is putting plants around the pond. And I am eking out materials from out of the bag there and putting in little details. Check that out. I got that tree trunk from around. Yeah, I'm trying to get my finger in the frame. Yeah, I got that tree trunk from around the back over there. I am just eking out stuff wherever I can find them to incorporate them in the whole pond and pond place. And I've put that there because I'm thinking, oh, birds can perch on it, dragonflies can perch on it. Yeah, anything that wants to dip in the water and get out, yeah, need somewhere to perch. And I actually tried making myself a little inukshuk. Yeah, I think it's an inukshuk in the water there. And yeah, this is what I've done today. I am feeling very good about it.